Hello everyone, Tina here. I hope your day's going fantastic. I'm back again to share a project with you, and today we're using a sunflower die and a die with a shadow scripty font sentiment step. So just using dies today. Now this is the Spellbinders Sunflower Serenade, and what I love about sunflowers is you can create Gerber daisies or you can create regular daisies with it. And so I thought we'd make a card using just the sunflower portion, not the leaves or the stems. You can see the sunflower's pretty much on the larger side, and then you have two layers for the flower center. But I thought we'd create a card filled with daisies today. I just love daisies. I love Gerber daisies too. So you could very well do the same design, creating a sunflower with this, and maybe making a thank you or a grateful for you card. We're going to also be using the Serenade Sentiments die set. This is a scripty greeting, and then it has a shadow behind it. I do want to mention both of these sets are part of the Spellbinders Serenade of Autumn Collection. It's new this month over at the Spellbinder shop. But let's jump in and create a not so autumn card. I'm not ready to get rid of summer just yet, but we're going to create some daisies. To do that, let's die cut all at once to make this process a lot easier. Now I'm going to just create one of my daisies, and then I'll do the rest off camera because basically it's just repeating itself. So I'm taking both the middle pieces and then the sunflower pieces. I'm going to bring in some colored cardstock. I have white, of course, for the daisy, and then this is layerable, so I'm going to layer two together. And then we have the bottom portion of our flower center. I'll die cut that out. Well, let's actually die cut that out with the lighter cardstock with just chamomile. And then I'll die cut out this piece that has the dotted detail of the flower center. I'm going to die cut this out with the darker. Okay, for my greeting, I'm going to create a thank you card. So I'm going to take the shadow. I'll die cut this out with white cardstock, and then I'll take the thank and die cut that out with the brown. This is timber cardstock. The cardstock that I'm using today is Spellbinders Color Essentials. This is Beeswax. This is chamomile. And of course, flowers or daisies are white, so we're going to die cut out the daisy with our white cardstock. I have the thank and the U. We'll die cut that out with our timber, and then I'm also taking a piece of pop-up foam, and I'm going to die cut out the shadow portion so we can layer with a little bit of dimension. And I have some die cutting to do. I'll be right back. First, we'll put together our greeting. So I'm going to add some glue behind my shadow for the thank you. And we'll go ahead and adhere these to our pop-up foam. If you don't have pop-up foam, you could actually die cut out your cardstock just a couple of times to create a chipboard, more sturdy feel, although the pop-up foam creates a pretty sturdy feel. We can see the dimension that has. Now I'm going to take my greeting, which is thank you. I'm going to add some glue behind here. I'm actually going to switch this out. And our sentiment's all done. We're going to put this off to the side. Now to make our flower, I am going to add a little extra color to this piece. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Let's bring in some scratch paper, and I have a set of yellow Copic markers. I have YR 27, 23, and 20. And I'll take the darkest first. And, oops, wrong side. I'm going to go around the very edge, and this is the flower center with the holes in it. I'll take the mid color and I'll go just over the darker piece. I have my lightest color. We'll go around this and then blend them all together, leaving a little bit of that chamomile cardstock showing in the middle. Kind of makes it highlighted. Let me show you when it's, you see how it's kind of highlighted? I like that look. I'm going to go ahead, add some glue behind my sunflower center. I put some glue behind my daisy center, and then we will add this. I mean, that's a cute flower on its own. Kind of looks like a Rendia sunshine. I'm going to add some glue to my daisy or my sunflower. And there's no right or wrong, in my opinion, when it comes to layering these, because you do have that circle base. I'll tack that down, and I'm not going to add no dimension, because I think the daisies already have enough dimension. And you know what? I'm going to remove my flower center, and I want these dots behind there to stand out a little bit more than they are. I want them to be a little bit more prominent. So to do that, I'm going to bring in a piece of that timber cardstock, and I'm using just a hole punch. I think this is a 3/4 inch size. I'm going to go ahead and punch out a circle with that brown cardstock, and then I'm going to add a little glue here. We'll add our brown cardstock, and then I'll add a little more behind here, and then we will tack this right over that brown. You can see how it stands out a lot more. I think that looks a lot nicer. Okay, our sunflower, I want to call it a sunflower, but our daisy is done. And again, you could use this with fruit punch or what else? Some purples, some teals. I think that would be gorgeous. I'm going to make a couple more, several more actually. We're going to fill in our entire card front with this, and then we're going to create a background. I just think these are so pretty. I wonder if you put them front to back and make a spinner card. Ooh, I think that would be really pretty. That would be really nice. Okay, flowers like this are just gorgeous. What I'm going to do is take a piece of Peridot cardstock. This is actually an A2 panel. I have some Distress Oxide inks here. I have Mowed Lawn and Chipped Sapphire. We're going to ink blend the edges of this panel here. So I'm going to start with my Mowed Lawn, just using my blending tool. I'm going to go around the edges here. I want to kind of create a highlight in the middle. Okay, I think that looks wonderful. I'm going to go ahead and now take my Chipped Sapphire ink, and we're going to really darken these edges. And we're going to kind of keep that green ink out because I want to kind of fade it in. I'm going to bring in a water bottle. We're going to add some water droplets to this. I think that's a nice looking background. Okay, I'm going to use my heat gun and dry it. That water did add a little bit of moisture to my paper. Wipe it out. My paper's a little bit warped, but that's okay. I'm going to bring in a die set. This is the Spellbinders Fluted Classics. And I'm going to take the largest flute and then the inside die that will cut out the frame. I'm not worried about the outside piece here that will create an A2 panel because I already have an A2 panel. But I'm going to line this up, center it. This is going to give me a fluted edge, and it's going to cut out that frame. I have some tape on here. I should have removed my tape, but let's scoot this over a little bit. gonna bring in. Oh, that worked out good. I have one piece left. I'm gonna run this through my die cut machine, refill my tape, and I will be right back. I'm gonna go ahead and refill my tape really quickly. Okay, and then I ran this through my die cut machine. So now we have an inside panel and a frame. So we have our frame, which I was gonna pop up and then I changed my mind. What we're gonna do is just, I didn't get it, let me show you. I really didn't get it exactly centered. This is a little bit thicker than this. So rather than draw attention to my frame, we're just gonna adhere this directly to the front of my card. We're gonna have enough dimension with our flowers. So we'll adhere this, making sure it opens the right way. And we're adhering this to an A2 size card base. Okay, I'll take the inside piece and we're gonna adhere this also. I'm gonna use a lot of tape on the back because my paper's warped. This is just gonna help with it laying flat. Now we're going to take our daisies and I'm going to pop them up with some foam tape. So we're going to, actually we're just going to fill in this background with our flowers. Looks like there's a lot of bulk there, but there really isn't. I'm going to flip this around. I'm going to trim away what's overhanging. I'm loving the way this looks. I think it looks so pretty. Okay, now we're going to add our greeting. For this, I'm just going to use my tape runner here. We'll add some adhesive behind here. Lovely. Okay, we're almost done. I am going to just add a little bit of sparkle. For that, I'm using my Spectrum Noir sparkle pen. I don't want to add any sequins or anything because there is a lot going on. And that finishes off my card for today. I thank you so much for joining me. Have a fabulous day. Today we used the Sunflower Serenade from Spellbinders, and I'll leave the links down below for your reference. Thanks for sticking with me to the end. Have a fabulous day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.